Hi there, Loy Machedo, speaking from LoyMachedo.com, and it was Loy Machedo. Today the date is March 7, 2016, time right now is 4:38 in the evening. Now, I happen to get this question from one of the readers. Loy, what do you think of NLPs? Have you done NLP, and will it change my life as advertised? Okay, good question. Because lately I've been bombarded with so many of these NLP seminars that have been taking place. And in fact, even one of my friends on Facebook, Alexander Thomas, was inviting me for a event. And then next thing I know, my friend, whose name is Valsa Menon, he also invited me for a, seminar. Now, just so that you know, I completed my NLP Master Practitioner, trained the trainer around, I think, 6 years ago. I've done NLP from different schools of thought and different trainers. So I've done NLP. I have literally purchased every book, every audio program, every DVD, every online program there is of NLP. I think I've close to invested around close to 40, 50,000 or much more than that, purchasing Tony Robbins' entire library that he advertises in his university, so-called university. They title it like Trump has a university, Tony Robbins University, so to speak. So, and I've purchased much more than anyone can imagine. So I've purchased literally everything of NLP. I went through a couple of them, and after that I kind of got bored. So, in terms of certification, I have certification of train the trainer, master trainer, or whatever. And I had it for some time. I used to proudly flaunt it, and I threw it away because it's as worthless as having most of these other certificates. Now, let me answer the question, what is NLP? First and foremost is NLP is, it is an approach to communication, both to yourself, to others. It's an approach to personal development, psychotherapy that has been created by Richard Bandler and John Grinder, okay, in California in the 1970s, okay. They study the behavior patterns of people and they try to copy that, okay. Now, what they say is they get you a model, kind of a recipe of exceptional people, and they try to copy those skills. They also claim that it can cure phobias, depression, habit disorders, illnesses, myopia, learning disorders, quite a number of things. Now, this is on the marketing front, and they also tell you that it can help you reach peak performance. And if you check Tony Robbins, he has Andre Agassi, he has Serena Williams, the sisters. All these people are there for marketing NLP through Tony Robbins. However, what is the reality? So this is the plus point. This is where they're marketing it. So what is the drawback? The drawback is NLP is a pseudoscience. It's not a science. It's a pseudoscience. So what do you mean by pseudoscience? Pseudoscience is a claim, a belief, or a practice presented as scientific, but it does not adhere to scientific methods. Okay? To give you an idea, just a simple thing. Anybody can become an NLP master practitioner or train the trainer. Anybody. Even my building watchman, even the fish cleaner, even a guy with no education can become an NLP expert. Okay, it's a very simple, very easy to read, understand, copy, emulate system. Okay, yeah, and you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars and the amount of money that I've spent. I've spent a huge, massive sum. Close to, I think, if I have to give a number off my head, 200,000 dirhams, okay? That can be around, let me just give you AED to USD, how much is 200,000 in terms of dollars, so you understand. I've spent around $54,500, okay, and all this stuff. Because I wanted to keep it. You must be thinking, how can you spend so much? Yes, you buy every book, every CD, every program, every seminar, every conference, go for every session, all this stuff. You can end up spending that much money. However, what you need to understand is there is a claim. The claim is that, it'll change your life. There's a claim that you can become exceptional. Now, let me tell you in reality what it is. These guys who are selling you NLP, okay, what they do is, there is all these online courses and all that for $1,000, $2,000 or whatever. Say $1,000. You read it, by heart it, and then it becomes a business. It becomes a business because obviously you spend $1,000. Now you need to recover that money. So you have overheads like your rent, your licensing cost, employees, all these people. So what you need to cover all this. So what you do is $1,000 you bought you studied the course, then you can repackage based on your target market. So if you have expensive people, I'm telling you, I'm not even joking. There is a guy, I don't want to take his name. He charges 23,000 US dollars, 23 plus. It's around 23,142, 23,000 US dollars, just for training you NLP. He says it can change your life and whatever. The same thing, another guy will maybe charge you, say, he may charge you $15,000. Okay, and the same thing, another guy will charge you $1,500. You can even come down to $500. Or that same course, everything, exactly every single thing in NLP, you can study it online for free. I'm not joking. You can go online, just Google it. There are so many sites. How did I find this out? Because I kept buying books, after CDs, after DVDs, and I kept thinking, oh, it's going to change my life. I'm going to become this exceptional guy. It is more like me telling you doing yoga will change your life. And I reposition it, power yoga or sweating yoga or heat yoga or something. The fact of the matter is, all these are just theories. It'll work with one person, it'll not work with another person. Though one person will show you exceptional results, and maybe 10 other people, like 1 out of 10 will show exceptional results, 9 of them will show nothing, or maybe they'll show average or below average results. What you need to understand is NLP it came out in the 70s, became very popular in the 80s, and the only reason it became very famous and popular is because Tony Robbins became very popular because he made it very popular because he was a hardcore selling salesman. You just check the history of Tony Robbins. He was an amazing salesperson. He used infomercials, television ads, everything possible to make sure that his business picked up. And that is why he's a king of personal development. However, NLP is not going to change your life. It is not. It is just a bunch of theories. Now, obviously, the question will come, Loy, did you see they are making people walk on hot coals? They have wood that you can break. They have a metal, rod that they put here and they bend it. Listen, all these are tricks. Anybody can walk over hot coals without having a magic done. You check, and most of these religions they put you in a very high state where you shout, scream, yeah. They change your physiology. They made you scream. They shout to make you feel positive. And then when you're at that peak state, come on, let's do it. And then you're like, I'll do it. Even if you don't go in that peak state and you were to walk over hot coals fast, you'll not get burnt. However, if you were to stand there for more than a few seconds, you will get burnt. But if you walk fast, nothing is going to happen. And you don't need to go through NLP for that. The wood that they make you break, that is trick wood. For example, have a look at the lines of the wood. If it is straight, you can break it this way. However, if it is this way, you can't break it this way. You have to break it this way. Okay, have a look at the lines. It's called trick wood. And that metal rod that bends, even if you just press it like this, it will bend. You need to understand all these are business tricks. Everyone practices these tricks. And that is why NLP, if it was so powerful, the entire world would have been doing it. It is not a game changer. What you need to understand, this is just a business. Okay, people are just trying to make money out of it. And obviously, there are some people who are more successful than the others. I can assure you this much. All those people who went to this seminar, this so-called Tony Robbins seminar, take their numbers and take their details, have a look at them, meet them after 1 year. They will be the same. They will absolutely be the same. There will be no change. Because you will change only if you change everything in your life. Whether it's food or like for example, one of the NLP tricks they'll tell you is how to make food that you love. You'll make it stuff that you hate. From making delicious chocolate, they'll make you visualize and smell, and your kinesthetic, auditory, and visual modalities that you have. They'll just replace it with worms having shit on the chocolate cake, smelling like feces. So obviously, that'll change. So this is all pseudoscience. It is not actually science. If you really want evidence, go to YouTube and check from skeptics who have debunked the myth of NLP, especially this guy. I can't get his name, but he is the head of Skeptic Inquirer. I'll just give you his name. Skeptic Skeptic Inquirer. Okay, what's his name? Skeptic Inquirer. Let me get his name. Deepak Chopra versus. I'll just give you his name. Okay. Yeah, what's his name? Michael Shermer. Yes, Michael Shermer. Michaelshermer. Michael Shermer is an amazing scientist. He's a great guy. He has debunked many of these so-called religious myths, scientific myths that have come as neuroscience. So he's an American science writer, historian, and the founder and chief of Skeptic Society and editor-in-chief. You must look at his documentaries. So what am I trying to tell you at the end is NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming. One is you can study it for free online, for free. You have videos, you have DVDs, you have everything online available for free. Go to Pirate Bay, you can download the stuff for free. Okay, second one, if you really want to know what is NLP and you want to spend money, purchase Awaken the Giant from Within and Unlimited Power from Tony Robbins. It has every single thing. Everyone copies Tony Robbins, okay? Richard Bandler and John Grinder, the reason why they are bankrupt or they are not successful is because they were not successful businessmen. And they did sue Tony Robbins for copying his material. The only reason Tony Robbins is successful is because he's a great businessman. Most of these, if you Google in the Middle East, if you Google NLP, you will get, like for example, let me do it now. Neuro Linguistic Programming, if you Google it, Robert Simic, he is a master businessman. What he does is he has paid Google rankings whereby you type Tony Robbins or anything in UAE, his ad comes first. So he's a very successful businessman here, and he charges a bomb. He charges 25,000. I think he charges $24,000 for the same NLP, but he repackaged it into so-called evolved coaching. And then you have now you have a lot of these small players who are coming. They'll teach you NLP. They'll say, change your life, change your this, change your that. Just take the numbers of these people who have gone for these seminars. Keep in touch with them every month. Once a month, just check. They'll go back to the same old. Nothing is going to change. So what do I think of NLP? Being a master level practitioner, I think NLP is just knowledge, which it depends how you apply it. It is a pseudoscience. It's not a science. Pseudoscience is not proven. It's just a claim. It's a belief. It's a practice where they claim it to be scientific. It is not. It's not going to change anything of your life unless you actually, like for example, if you want to lose weight, you need to eat right and you need to exercise more. That is the theory. And if you don't do it, you will not change. And do I recommend it? Well, if you're getting it for free online, go ahead. If you want to buy a book, go ahead. If you have the money and you can go for a seminar, go ahead. Do whatever you feel right. However, for me, I stopped putting the label of being advanced level, master practitioner, blah, blah, all that bullshit, because it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. So, Loy from LoyMachedo.com and who's LoyMachedo.com sharing with you his view of NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, of Tony Robbins, of this entire business model. There are a few people who are successful, few, 1%, not in 1%, less than that. It is as saying that 1% of the world's population is the richest. So, rest of them are just ordinary, and the remaining of them are just using this as a business model to make money, because at the end of the day, you need to sell. So that is why you need to do something. So that's what is happening. So Loy from LoyMachedo.com and LoyMachedo.com sharing with you his view of NLP. Any questions? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Goodbye for now.